As we age, there's one quiet but powerful truth that often goes overlooked. We don't age just because of time. We age because we stop moving. Mobility is the foundation of our vitality, and saving your mobility could literally save your life. No matter your age or skill level, it's never too late to take charge of your health. Dr. Vonda Wright, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon and a globally recognized authority on longevity and active aging, reminds us that movement is not optional. It's life-saving medicine. Through her best-selling books like Fitness After 40 and Younger in 8 Weeks and countless podcast appearances, she brings forward science-backed strategies that empower people to live vibrantly no matter their age. And today, you're about to learn the key principles she teaches to extend not just your lifespan, but your health span. Let's begin with something that affects millions of people but is rarely talked about: sedentary death syndrome. It's not just about sitting too much. It's about the 33 chronic diseases, heart disease, stroke, diabetes, cognitive decline, that slowly rob people of their vitality. What connects them all? Inactivity. When you're diagnosed with high blood pressure, you're prescribed a pill. When your heart health declines, you're given another pill. But here's a fact: all these conditions can be directly influenced, treated even, through movement. Because your body was designed to heal and thrive through motion. And when we stop moving, we silently invite disease. Movement is the most potent medicine available, and it treats every one of those 33 chronic conditions better than changes at the cellular level. Mitochondria, the energy factories inside your cells, don't work as efficiently. Damaged cells called senescent or zombie cells accumulate. Inflammation increases. But here's what most people don't realize. You are not a passive victim of these changes. Your lifestyle, what you do daily, can control the health of your mitochondria, reduce the load of zombie cells, and suppress chronic inflammation. In other words, you have more control over aging than you've been led to believe. And the first most powerful action you can take is to build and maintain lean muscle mass. Lean muscle isn't just about appearance or strength. It is the single most important tissue that can save your life. Why? Because lean muscle is metabolically active. It supports glucose metabolism, reduces inflammation, protects your bones, and safeguards you from falls and fractures. It even influences your brain function. You were born with over 650 muscles. And yes, you can maintain them into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. The secret is simple. You need to invest in your mobility every single day. You don't have to be an elite athlete. You just need to commit consistently. Take a look at what happens to your body over time. A 40-year-old's thigh is typically full of lean muscle, with minimal fat, strong, functional, robust. But if you sit for 30 years, your muscles shrink and fat builds up. And fat isn't just excess weight. It's a toxic organ that releases harmful chemicals that quietly damage your body. Now here's the inspiring part. If you invest in daily movement, you can retain your muscle. Studies show that a 70-year-old who exercises regularly can have the same muscle structure as a much younger person. That's the power of daily movement. It literally keeps you youthful. But strong muscles don't exist in isolation. They need healthy bones. And bones are far more than passive scaffolding holding your body upright. Bones are living, dynamic organs. They are messengers, constantly communicating with your brain, muscles, and metabolism. Let's look at one example. Your bones release a hormone called osteocalcin. When this hormone enters your bloodstream, it travels to your brain and triggers the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a key molecule that helps build new neurons. This is one reason why people with weak bones or osteoporosis often face higher risks of dementia. The communication between bone and brain is real and it's powerful. But osteocalcin doesn't stop there. It travels to your muscles, helping them process glucose efficiently. It also reaches your pancreas, supporting insulin regulation. Together, these actions help keep your blood sugar balanced, reducing your risk of diabetes. And for men, osteocalcin even supports testosterone production by signaling the testes. Here's the point. Bones and muscles work as a team, a community, constantly talking to each other, shaping your health at every level. Muscles, too, are messengers. When you contract your muscles, whether through walking, squatting, or lifting, they release powerful proteins. One of these is irisin, which speaks to your bones, encouraging them to grow stronger. Another is klotho, known as the longevity protein. This incredible protein travels to your organs, enhancing their function and helping you maintain youthfulness. Here's a fascinating fact. In animal studies, mice that cannot produce klotho age rapidly and die early. Klotho is a gatekeeper of longevity. But what about humans? Dr. Wright and her team studied klotho levels in different groups. The results were stunning. Active people over 70 had higher levels of klotho than sedentary 35-year-olds. That's right, being active can override the effects of aging at a cellular level. Activity isn't just about feeling good. It's about triggering the biological mechanisms that keep you alive longer and healthier. So how can you naturally boost your klotho levels and protect your bones, muscles, and brain? Dr. Wright offers 3 powerful, life-saving strategies. First, lift heavy weights. And by heavy, we mean as heavy as your bones safely allow for just 3 to 6 repetitions. This type of lifting stimulates stem cell production, builds mitochondria, and strengthens the muscle-bone connection. It's not about vanity, it's about survival. Strong muscles reduce your risk of falling, improve your metabolism, and keep your heart healthy. But beware, focusing solely on losing weight through calorie restriction without strength training can backfire. Studies show that when people cut calories without exercise, they lose 25 to 50% of that weight as muscle. This weakens your body, slows your metabolism, and makes it harder to maintain weight loss. Worse yet, when the weight returns, it often comes back as 80% fat. So it's not just about weight, it's about body composition. You need more muscle, not just your day. This could be jumping in place, going up and down stairs, or even jumping rope. Why? Because impact exercise strengthens bones. Bones respond to stress by getting stronger. The mechanical signals from impact movements tell your bones, "We need you to be stronger." And your bones respond by building more bone tissue. If you have low bone density or difficulty jumping, you can use modified tools like a mini trampoline or reformer. The key is to apply mechanical stress in a safe, consistent way. And research confirms this. Impact sports like running and basketball are more effective for bone density than non-impact activities like swimming or cycling. In fact, bone density in athletes who engage in impact sports is often as much influenced by exercise as it is by age or genetics. That's the power of intentional movement. Third, get your heart rate up daily. A brisk walk for 45 to 60 minutes a day keeps your heart, lungs, and muscles working at peak capacity. And twice a week, add short bursts of sprinting or faster movement. This builds power in your muscles and trains your body to respond with strength and agility. You were designed for this. Your legs, the strongest muscles in your body, are built for walking, running, and moving. The first independent action we learn as humans is to walk. Movement is human nature. Inactivity is what's unnatural and harmful. So remember these 3 simple practices. Lift heavy, jump daily, and move briskly. Together, they form the foundation for preserving your mobility and, with it, your independence and quality of life. Let's now explore what you should eat, what to avoid, and which supplements can help you protect your bones, muscles, and overall health as you age. If you want to stay truly healthy, one of the most critical things you can do is eliminate sugar spikes. Why? Because every major health issue, whether it's heart disease, diabetes, or inflammation, gets worse when your blood sugar constantly rises and falls. Maintaining a stable glucose curve helps protect every system in your body, and achieving this isn't complicated. It begins with understanding how to fuel your body wisely. Let's talk about food choices. First, refined sugars are not just empty calories. They are toxic triggers of inflammation. The average person consumes over 16 pounds of added sugar per month without even realizing it, hidden in processed foods and beverages. These sugars spike your blood sugar, flood your system with insulin, and promote chronic inflammation, which accelerates aging. The solution? Cut out the added sugars. Read labels. Choose foods as close to their natural state as possible. Instead, focus on eating green leafy vegetables and lean proteins. These foods not only provide essential nutrients, but also help you maintain that flat glucose curve. Dr. Wright recommends consuming about 1 gram of protein per pound of lean body mass daily. For many people, that's around 100 to 130 grams per day. Protein supports muscle repair, stabilizes blood sugar, and keeps you feeling full longer. Carbohydrates are not your enemy. Processed carbs are. When you eat carbs, prioritize complex carbohydrates rich in fiber, such as whole grains, legumes, and vegetables. These digest slowly, preventing spikes in blood sugar. For example, having eggs with multigrain sprouted bread provides a combination of protein and fiber that supports your metabolism and reduces inflammation. Compare that to white bread or sugary cereals, which create a sugar rush and crash, leaving you tired, inflamed, and vulnerable to disease. Now let's shift to supplements, because no matter how well you eat, there are nutrients critical for bone and muscle health that many people lack, especially as they age. The first is vitamin D. Despite its name, vitamin D is actually a hormone, and it plays a powerful role in your immune system, your brain, and especially your bones. Low vitamin D levels are linked to weak bones, poor muscle function, and even cognitive decline. Most people are vitamin D deficient without knowing it. That's why Dr. Wright recommends getting your levels checked. Once you know your baseline, supplement to reach a healthy level, and then recheck to ensure you're maintaining it. Vitamin D is best absorbed with magnesium and sometimes potassium, which work together to support healthy absorption and function. Think of vitamin D as a key that unlocks health across your body, and one that needs support from other nutrients to work properly. Another vital nutrient is magnesium. This mineral is involved in over 300 processes in your body, including muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and bone formation. It also helps regulate blood pressure and supports heart health. Many people don't get enough magnesium through food alone, especially those eating highly processed diets. A magnesium supplement can help fill in the gaps and support your overall targeted nutrition and essential supplements. You create a lifestyle of active aging, a way to not just live longer, but to thrive, stay independent, and feel energized every single day. And there's one more important truth. Mobility is a skill. It's not just about having strong legs or a healthy spine. It's about practicing movement, balance, and coordination daily. The less you move, the more mobility you lose, and the harder it becomes to regain. But even if you've lost strength or balance, you can rebuild it. Your body is remarkably adaptable, no matter your age. The key is consistency. Walking, jumping, lifting weights. These don't need to be extreme or complicated. They simply need to be habitual. Movement is not optional for a long and healthy life. It's essential. Dr. Wright often says, we are not victims of time. We are sculptors of our future health. Every choice you make, every step, every healthy meal, every bit of movement is an investment in your future. Not just more years, but better years. Years where you can walk independently, play with grandchildren, travel, pursue your passions, and live without fear of falling or becoming frail. You don't need a perfect routine. You just need a daily commitment to your mobility, your muscles, your bones, and your well-being. Remember, movement is the most powerful medicine you have. It's free, it's available to you today, and it has the power to transform your life. So start walking, start lifting, start moving. Protect your mobility, and you'll protect your future. Stay strong, stay active, and keep moving forward, because your best years are still ahead. Brought to you by Health 490.